Black Connecticut state lawmaker Cory Paris has received hate-filled threats after being falsely accused of doxing sensitive information about U.S. immigration and custom enforcement agents. According to Paris, the controversy began when he posted a message on Instagram informing his followers that he had learned of immigration enforcement efforts in his district and wanted to warn residents to, quote, remain vigilant. Shortly after that, this far-right activist, Shaya Raichik, known as Libs of TikTok, they've been targeting lots of people, tagged ICE's official account and urged the agency to, quote, charge him. The following day, ICE officials reshared the post and tagged the Department of Justice's account. Cory Paris joins us right now. Glad to have you here, Representative Paris. So they claim, and see, Libs of TikTok is known to lie. They're known to lie, okay? So they claim you posted sensitive information as if you posted somebody's name, home address, who their husband and wife is, and where their kids go to school.
That's right. And Roland, thank you for having me. And as my grandmother often said growing up, there's a dead cat on the line and the son of a biscuit is stinking. And that's exactly what's happening right now.
So all you said was stay vigilant. That was the post?
That's right. And I want to be unequivocally clear that what I shared was no different than many of my colleagues in elected office, but they share every single day and what they shared during this time as ICE was coming into many of our communities. And it was simply public information from government channels. It was not done to harm ICE. It was done to convey urgency to families who live in fear of this agency and of this administration so that they can make decisions to protect themselves. And that is part of what it means to be a representative. That's what I was elected to do. I do it for those who voted for me, for those who didn't vote for me, for those who can't vote for me yet, ensuring that people have the information they need, even when it's uncomfortable.
And again, I mean, this is literal harassment, courtesy of Libs of TikTok. And so, what have you had to contend with and deal with?
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of days for sure. We certainly have been shaken, but we're not moved. So I have received nasty phone calls and threatening phone calls from folks who have claimed to be former government agents who have claimed that they know where my family lives. They have also mentioned the states in which they've lived, that they were coming for me. They've shared racial epithets in their calls. I've had people say that they want to execute me, that I should be hung and lynched. It goes on and on. And so this has started a whole new thing because the many people who have reached out have said that this has now been shared over 2 million times, viewed over 2 million times by people all across this country, reshared in many Trump, pro-Trump signals and pro-Trump outlets, the same with pro-conservative outlets. They wrote about it for many days, and the harassment and the threats just continue to come. And it's unacceptable, especially what's more unacceptable is that the Department of Homeland Security and Department of Justice have actually pretty much not doubled down from what they've said at the time. They acknowledge that they regularly amplify posts from groups outside of government, including groups like Libs of TikTok, which reshared mine. And the Department of Justice has said through the New York Times that they will not tolerate actions that disclose the location of law enforcement, which, again, is not what I did.
And so, and again, the problem that we have now is the thug in chief has thug agencies that are doing his dirty work, and they don't care about due process at all or facts.
That's right. You're absolutely right. And look, this moment is for everyone because people should remember, whether you're black, brown, white, Asian, whatever you are, you have to remember that the Constitution guarantees us something. The 5th and 14th Amendments say that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law. That language is deliberate. It says no citizen. It does not say no citizen. It says no person. So due process for us means fair treatment. It means notice. It means a chance to defend yourself and protections against fundamental rights being stripped away without a compelling reason. And our courts up to now have made it very clear that those protections will and have applied to everyone in U.S. jurisdiction, including non-citizens. And that's the principle which separates democracy from tyranny.
Absolutely. And so what security precautions have you taken? Have you had to, get folks outside of where you live, where you work? So how are you protecting yourself?
I don't want to go into too much detail about that, but I will tell you that protection is a top priority for me and certainly my family. But I'll also say it should be a top priority for every elected official in this country. If you're just simply doing your job, which you were elected to do, for which you've taken an oath to do, it is nearly unconscionable for us to believe that if you are threatened, that you don't have access to protection or security for yourself and for your family. And that is that's not a far cry from what we've just seen happen in Minnesota a couple of weeks ago, and what we might see in the future. Again, it's Cory Paris today. It was the Speaker of the House in Minnesota a couple of weeks ago. It could be any person tomorrow. And that's why it's so important to raise the alarm on what's happening right now in this country.
Absolutely. Roland Paris, take care of yourself. We appreciate you coming on the show. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.